Today we're going to talk about H5P, which is a real simple tool to help build interactives that you can insert into your Canvas course. And I'm going to go through sort of that whole process. But one of the things that I wanted to do was Deanna Peterson has been developing some of these and been one of our principal people that we bought this for. So without further ado, just to get her out of here. And not make her wait a whole lot of time. I'm going to let her kind of kick it off and show us some of what she's developed, and then we can get into sort of backtrack a little bit, how to set up an account, how to get started, and then how to add stuff into Canvas. That'll be kind of how we go. So without further ado, Naomi, can you have Deanna share screen?
Yes. Oh, thank you for having me. I feel like I'm one of the first people to kind of crash into this H5P thanks to David. I went to him and he introduced this, and I'd like to say I took off with it and I'm an expert now, but I'm nowhere near that. But saying that, it is really a simple, easy tool. In fact, I use it in our early childhood courses, but we've also now have used it through our child development associate and non-credit interactive kind of program. I haven't built them, but Kim Whitehead has been designing that for us. And we've asked her to put the H5P interactives in because this goes so well with like storyline, Canvas. It really incorporates or integrates with other MLS systems or other kind of applications that you're doing. So don't think, oh, I've been working on this, it won't work. H5P is very adaptable. It is so great. So don't laugh, because when I show you this, is some of this is still stuff we started way back when, and we put it in and we keep saying, we're going to make that better. We're going to make it really pretty. Like Kim Whitehead has done really pretty stuff. But I will share the big one right now that we use, and I love it because we've been collecting data on it. Let's see if I can go here. I have to go here. Okay, can you guys see that, my Canvas shell? Okay.
Yep.
So what we did is we created this like drop and drag in, and we added the graphics into it. Here are the instructions, and then here's the H5P part right here. And they basically drag these statements to what is not developmentally appropriate and what is. And I'm just going to kind of cross over, and they go through all these statements and they put them in. And then when they're done, they hit submit, and it automatically grades in the grade center. And just like Canvas, once you have it in there, you can set up how many attempts you want or what they have to score to pass and move on. So it's really simple. And like I said, we really stretched these out. This is one of the very first ones we created. And we keep saying we're going to make it better, but it's been working so well, we don't want to mess with it either because we want to try and do other things as well. The other thing I can show you is this is our account. I kind of share it with Katie and everyone. And here's a whole bunch of stuff. Uh, it's simple to use. I think, David, you're probably going to show them how to log in and kind of
Oh,
the
yeah.
dashboard of it and
Yep.
everything. I'll
Yep.
let him show you because there's so many things in the dashboard. Like if I wanted to make something, I go over to add content, and he's going to show you this too. Oh, wait. Create new content. How do I get oh, there we go. Here's the dashboard. And this is what I love about this is it has all these options. Then you can hit details, and there's a little video. And it's so Google friendly. Sometimes I watch this, I'm like, oh, I need a little more. I can go to Google and say, how do I do a drag and drop in H5P? And I go to videos, and I can find additional videos of people who actually tried it, because that's how I kind of learn, is watching others and seeing what they do than a instructional kind of thing. And that has helped a lot too. And that's what I love about how great it is. But you can do from A to Z. You can do participation in your class, kind of like the QR code kind of stuff. And you can do polls. There's just 1,000 things you can do. Word clouds, which my class really loves word clouds. We do a lot of those. Just there's so much you can do in this, and it's just very easy, fun to play with. If you're like me, I go down the rabbit hole and I'm in it for hours. So let me go back to my, let me just head back this way. Ah, okay, hold on.
It's okay, just leave the page.
Okay. I don't think it's gonna let me leave it. You can't see from my end, but my computer has been freezing all day. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Let's see if I can go back. Nope. I don't know why it's doing that. Let's see if I can refresh it. There we go. I want to get back to okay, and how do okay. Oh, no, that's not what I want. I want to get back to my account. Do I just hit my account, David?
Yep.
My account, and it should take me to my library or dashboard.
Yeah, I think you're covered up, but it says leave page, just
I'm
leave.
gonna leave the page.
Uh,
Where'd it go?
Try it again.
My account. No, I want to get to my account. See, back. Here we go. Back.
I
Okay, I
think
can't.
it should be under my content.
Well, that's what I thought I hit. Where's my add? There's add content. Where's my content?
So
My,
go under your, I think it's my account.
there we go. I just had to save. I must have gone into changing my account.
There you go.
So we all started, we did some curriculum work in 23 on this, but I want to show you one that we've been working on for one of our instructors, Chris Fowler. Well, this is one. This is the polar bear one. But this is not Chris's, but you can put a video in there and then you can stop the video at certain spots and you can put in a quiz, you can put in a knowledge check, you could put in information. So this is just one we kind of started. There it is.
Hi friends, it's Miss Chris. Hi parents, my name is Chris Fowler and I am one of the speech pathologists. On Wednesdays, we are going to be meeting via computer to share some speech language and literacy lessons. Our first lesson today is going to focus on the book Polar Bear, What Do You Hear? And this is a great children's book. It actually has several speech and language targets. The first one is increasing vocabulary. There are several animals in this book, and some of them might be animals your child isn't familiar with. So your child will be able to learn some new animal names.
And then you can stop it. And then we put in little quizzes. You can type them. They could be drop downs. They could be anything. And every time you see like a little knowledge check, it goes there. I'll try and fast forward it. And we got to play with some of the font and size of it still. And then there's questions and they can click and it will give them more information. So that's kind of a fun one that we've done too. Let's see, we also have in here, Chris has used this in hers. And the nice thing about if you incorporate it into your Canvas, you don't have to grade it. Canvas grades it. Then you can pull a report at the end and you can see how well students are doing on it. Like we noticed on one of our questions on the drag and drop, they kept consistently missing it. And we figured out it was the wording. So we changed the wording and now we were getting better scores on it, which is kind of nice too. So it can help you drive and improve your curriculum as well. This is kind of a, well, no, not that one. Let's do the drag the words. Maybe that's the one. Oh, and this one is a drag your word. They come down, we write a sentence, they find where it goes and they stick it in. And then again, you hit submit and it will grade it. Very simple kind of stuff that you can do here. What other one? I do a lot of drag and drops. That just seems easier for mine to do. But here is, let me see. Oops, I was going to show you H5P. No. So this one is Kim. She uses H5P and you can see she's done a video too, and it's kind of a drag and drop to it. When it gets there, you answer true or false. And as you play, you can just click and there's just all kinds of activities. It's just a fun way to kind of engage students. And like I said, I love it because it grades it for us. And it takes a lot of that extra time out, but I can still monitor, but not only by the grades, but how students are answering. I can look at the data that it presents for me to ensure, and it's kind of fun to see from class to class where they score and what questions seem more difficult than like the last class. And so it's kind of interesting too, if you're into that. But that's kind of what I've done. I haven't done a ton. I wish we could have a Jessica or someone to really, we could say, hey, we want this and get a little more help, because I would probably have a ton of interactives throughout my course to the point where my students would probably, no, not another, because I love it and it's fun.
Yeah, thanks, Deanna. Thanks for showing what you've done. So I just think it's a great tool. It's free, so that's the other thing. And we'll talk a little bit about sort of, Deanna, can I share my screen, or
Yeah.
who's got the ownership to share my screen? Let's do share screen. So we'll do, I think it's this one here. I've got another screen in the way. So the way this product works, and it's a little bit, how do I want to say it? To me, it's a little disconcerting. So they have two different websites and they can kind of confuse you. So there's H5P.org, the org site, and that's their free site. So if you go to H5P.org, you can see all the different examples that they have of the content types, and you can sort them, by different types or search them. And what's really nice is you can, let me move I got my tools in the way here, my Zoom tools in the way. You can actually click on them and they give you examples. Like they show you exactly how it works. So let me open one up here, and you can you can record. So they have one that does a recording. Deanna showed you what she showed, drag and drop. So they have several different drag and drop ones. So they have drag the word, they have fill in the blank. And you just go and you work with these and kind of see how they work. And what's nice is if you want to download them, then you can download them and begin to build your own. So, but let's go back here. So this is, they don't give me any hints here. So somebody help me here. Give me some words that go in here. Are also known as what? Blueberries, right? And what are the orange ones? Nobody can help me. I'll just put strawberries. And poison. What else? Boysenberries. And you'll see that it scores, right? And we'll talk more about the scoring later. But this is just your examples. So you can go to their site and look at any of these examples and kind of test them out and see which ones work for you. But you can also go to this site and create your own account. And this is just a free account. And when you create that account, it sets up a little tiny space for you to play with some of these. So if you like how this one works and you want to, build something of your own, you can go down here to reuse and download the file, right? So we'll download that file. And then we go to my account, log in. So you would create an account. I've already created an account. And if I want to try something out, I can upload it here. There's a little upload button. They give you a few that are already preloaded. They only give you about 4 or 5. Well, I guess 6 here that are sort of preloaded that you don't have to load. But if there's one that's not here, you can load it yourself. And you just go to your download folder and go find it, and you just upload it. So here's my fill in the blank. And you just hit the use button. And so this is in your account. This is your free account. And you can start building. You can just start building it out. And you'll see the instructions are pretty simple. And the way this works is you just kind of go down the list of items, right? So it's asking you for a title. So we can say new title or new topic. Let's do that. New topic. Here's the descriptions that they gave you, and it gives you a nice editor here so you can edit the text, you can put links in, you can do all kinds of things. It's just kind of like Canvas, that small editor box. And then here's the interactions, right? So blanks are added with an asterisk. So it's asking you to put an asterisk, and it gives you an example, right, of how to write this so that it turns out correctly. So blue was the answer that I gave. I don't know what those other answers were. We'll see down here. But you put the correct answer between those asterisks. And we could change that. Let's change that to red just so that I can show you that that part changes. And then here were the other two. So here you would add, if you want to add additional items to like your paragraph or different questions, it gives you an add button down here at the bottom. So you can have more than just what they have. But these are those correct answers. So let's, what they put in here, trying to find cloudberries. So I'm just going to put, has anybody ever heard of cloudberries? I haven't heard of cloudberries. So orange. And then again, they've got blackberries. Let's put my answer, poison, in here. Poison. And then here's some of the scoring options, some feedback that you can give your students. Here's some other behavioral things, like you can allow for retries. You can break it out into its own box. Several other different things. And some of this stuff, you just kind of try it and see, test it and see. But once we're done, we can just hit save, and we'll go back, and it'll let us try it again once I hit save. So now we have my answers, right? So we've updated it with my answers. So blue was here, right? Blue. And then I put orange. But the nice thing is you don't really have to figure out any kind of programming or anything. You just go down that list and sort of follow their instructions, and you'll come up with the answers that you want, that you need. Why is blue wrong? Did I change blue? And the students, they can try it again if you give them multiple attempts. So that's just one of the interactions. So let's say you developed this and you wanted to bring it into Canvas. Like I said, you could reuse this. So go back to your account, or actually you can just download it right here. So this is the updated version, right? The one that I just updated. Again, I'll download it. And then in Canvas, we use their other site, which is called H5P.com. And that's a pay site that we as an institution have to pay for, and we have to have accounts for. So currently we have, I think, three open accounts. We bought like maybe 8 or 10 licenses when we initially purchased this. And we've got, I don't know, Deanna's using it. I think Kim is using it. So we've got several licenses, but if we need more licenses, just reach out to us. And this is your pay site. So now it's H5P.com. You get an account from Chuck Davis. You can reach out to me or Chuck Davis and say you want an account, and he can set you up with that. And then you can just import that. So like Deanna was showing, her account was here. And then you can put in your content, right? So you can add content. So this would be in my account. And what I would want to do is just upload that item that I just downloaded from the free site now into the MCC account. I changed that. I called it new topic. And we want to use that. So now I have this item. I can edit it. I can continue to work on it here just as I was able to do on the web at the free site. But what the slick part is I'll show you how we add it into your Canvas course. So if we go to Canvas,
David, while you're navigating to that, do we need the paid version in order to integrate it into our Canvas classes?
you do, but you can work
Okay.
on it freely and openly, on that free site. And you
Okay.
can Bruce, you can even create a link that I didn't show it, but I will in a second. You can create a link where students can just try things, right? So it doesn't grade to the grade book. It's just practice and interactive that you might want to have them do some drill and repetition on. And they have all kinds of things like flashcards and things like that for the different subjects. And then I think, Deanna showed one of the more powerful ones, and that's the interactive video. So here's my test course. And I've got some of these already in here, but let me go to add an assignment, right? So we start with add an assignment. And I'm just going to call this new interactive. And this is how easy it is. You give it the points that you want. So when you saw that it scored, so H5P will always score everything as 1 point. But if you want to make it, let's say I want to make this worth 9 points. We had 3 questions, so I want each of those to be 3. Then I would come down here and just put 9. And so it iterates into the grade book that point value, right? So I had 3 items. Otherwise, it'll just score as 1 point, And then we go to external tools here. So did everybody catch that, right? So we go to submission type and we hit this first box, external tools, because we're going to link that H5P item into our course. And then we go find. And it's kind of weird the way it's listed in here. Should be. See if I can get it to load. Here we go. It's called interactive H5P. I wish they just had it over here as H5P, but you find interactive H5P, and if you've got this account that you've gotten from Chuck Davis, then you'll be able to link these into all of your courses. There's some other kind of nuances too. If you're working with a partner or someone else, we can also share across users, right? So if Deanna's working with another colleague and they're working and developing these and they want to add them to their courses, they can do that as well. So what was mine called? I can't remember what it was called. Is it new interactive? Well, I'll search my content. Let's see if it's under all content. Where did it go? Well, anyhow, I can show you any of these others. So
David, I think you named it new content in Canvas.
is that what it was?
Yeah,
But I
you
thought
named it in Canvas, but I don't know what you called it in H5P.
I called it
Was it
something in
test?
H5P.
Yeah.
Let's do it again. We'll just save it again. And we'll edit it again. Let's see what I called it here. Yeah, I don't know what I called
Is
it.
it new topic? Right down
Could
below.
be, yeah, but I don't see it in my.
Yeah, I didn't see that new at all either.
Sorry, folks. See all content listed. Anyhow, I can show you one of the other examples. Let me show you in Canvas here, one of the other examples. It's real slick how you just add it in, but I don't know where that went.
So that's about how 5% of my examples go, if that makes you feel better.
Well, it's okay. It's just, it's weird. Here's somebody developed Maslow's hierarchy. Did you guys develop
I was
that?
gonna say, you kind of look like you're in,
Well,
my
I can see
content.
everybody's content. I
Oh,
can
well,
see
then maybe
everybody's
that's it, yeah.
I can see everybody's content. So, let's add my interactive video in. Anyhow, so this
That was
is
one
something
I just showed. You can use it if you want. It was one I
Yeah.
just showed of Chris.
Yeah. So anyhow, it just goes right in, and you can just insert it right into your Blackboard course. And I think that's it. I think that's done. Then we save. Oh, okay. External tool. I guess we missed it. Here we go. Let's do it one more time for you. Sorry. Yeah, I can't find my content for some reason. I'll just throw in one of my examples. So mark the correct word. Yeah. Insert. And I think that's it. Save and publish. Wonder why that's not working today.
I think you have to hit select again.
Well, we'll try. Thanks, Deanna, for being
I'm
here.
not 100% sure. I know it's,
Well, and I
it
don't
really
work in,
is simple.
I don't work in it every day either. So mark the word. Oh, maybe that was it. Insert. Let's publish it to make sure it's published. No, it's okay. Insert. And then select. There we go. You were right. Save and publish. So now that link is in there, so it will link to my content. And then let's see, load interactive in a new window. I clicked that. So this would be if you were the student.
And sometimes when I go on my interactive from my side, I can't see it. I have to go to student view to see it
So let's try that.
sometimes.
David, I have a question.
Yes.
So once you insert it into your Canvas shell, does it automatically go to the gradebook also, since you put?
Yeah,
another-
that's what I was going to show you. We're going to try it.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
So what was my new one here? It doesn't matter. I've got a whole bunch in here. So hotspot image. Quick quiz. Load a new window. So I'm a student. So this one will be quick quiz. Okay, so 2 + 2 is 4, right? I get that right. And I think that's it. I think that's all. I think that was it. I don't think I gave them 2 attempts on that one. So that was just a 1-question one. And the students can go back to their grades And it should show up here. Quick quiz. I might have needed to refresh my grades, but it will save to the grade book. So it allows one attempt. Let's go back. Let's try one of the other ones. Yeah, this was the one we did, right? And see, you can also randomize the questions. That's the other nice thing. So this one is just a check. Let's go back and see if it made it in the grade book. No. Let's leave student.
Can you go to your grade center?
I was
Or
gonna
you're-
say,
oh,
we'll
you're
leave
in the
student,
test. Okay. I
we'll
was gonna
leave
say,
student view and go back.
I mean, I can show my grade center where my interactive scored.
Yeah, you just have to trust that it works.
It does. It works.
Okay, come on. Yeah, my grade book's gonna take a long time probably. So do I have any grades in here? I can't slide either. Yeah, let's go back to Deanna so she can show you. I'm sorry. Thanks, Deanna, for sticking around. Let me stop share for a second. And it's not that difficult, folks. It's just once you make them, all you do is load them into your account, find them, and then load them into your Canvas course.
So this is my course, and I'll show you where it's at. Hold on. If I scroll over, it is my module 2, part 1 of DAP. And you can see it scores. And if they didn't take it, it's not there.
Can you do the test student? Can you reset the test student's grade? Go to the bottom.
Yeah, I could probably do that.
Scroll down.
Oops, no, hold on. Let me go down. There's a test student. So let me go to test student. And it will spell out everything. And then to get, hold on, let me go to, come on out. I have to keep moving you guys around. You're in my way.
Sorry.
Sorry. Let me come up here. There we go. Let me X out. Let's do grades. And then there's module 1, there's module 2. And then here is that's the part 2 of the module, or part 1 of DAP, 30 out of 30. And there's my score. Is that what you want to see?
Oh, I was gonna say, can you reset it?
Sure.
Or give them another attempt?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yep, let me go in. Well, hold on. Well, I don't want to do that because this is this course, and I don't want students to think they can go back in, but I can pull up another section
Sure.
if you'd like.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, let me go in here.
Yeah, sorry, that's a lot.
No, that's okay. I was just, let me go to. I'm going to last quarter. 1150, enter. I don't think we did it in fall 20, so we have to go at least here. So let's go into last spring. Let's go to assignments. You want me to go in the assignment and set multiple attempts? Is that what you want me to do?
Or you could just, I mean, you could just zero the kid's score out and give them another attempt, right?
Yes, if I want to go in, yeah. I just go in and make it 0. And I can just, and what I would do is if I wanted to give a student another attempt, I just go to edit assignment.
Yeah.
And then down here, I would just do add and put the individual student in and set the due dates and stuff and just reset their grade for them.
Mhm.
And just go to 0 on this type of tool. Yeah. Since it's not a quiz, I don't have to go do the moderate and stuff. But yeah, same thing what Dave did. I'm in exit or I'm in edit and I can just, the points are already in the grade center. And then I can do the attempts if I want more than one. I just go unlimited and give how many I want to. And it's really simple to do. I can also go to, let's go to grades. See if that will bring up what I want to. Nope, that's not it. I don't know. What else did you want me to show from?
Oh, that's it. I just want to
Okay,
show,
I
I just
know.
want to make sure that people understand that you can link to the grade book.
Yes, and link's easy. Once you do it a few times, it really is easy. And like I said, if I get confused, I just go to Google and ask my question and find a short video. And they do have them on H5P too. But like I said, I like to look at other people who are doing it and not just the instructions.
Let me go back to my screen. Let's just try to that one more time. Share it again. So new linking assignment, we'll make it 10 points, 9 points. External tool. Interactive H5P. Well, here it is, new topic, insert new topic. There it is. So now I got it. So this is, let's see. Oh, we needed to publish. We need to publish this assignment. I think this is it here. New linking assignment published. There we go. Back to assignments. So we'll just type in the words here. Oh, I did type orange and poison. See how it turns out here. Give 3, and let's check, make sure it's in my grade book. I'm waiting for my grade book here. So it was called new assignment test student. Yeah, it didn't score for some reason. Well, I didn't take it as test student, right? So let's go back. Let's go back. Student view, test student. Red, orange. Reason. If it's in my grade book now, this is called new linking assignment. I don't see it in here.
It's in the middle of that list.
Oh, there it is. There it is. But I didn't get a grade. Huh. Supposed to be 3.33 points. Let's go back and we'll try if I have it in modules. Map sensor. It's another one. This one's worth 30 points. So this is an interactive video. You guys might like this one. So this one I can't remember.
I hope you guys are all doing amazing. Easy auto fix here, and today we're gonna learn simple.
So this guy's going along.
Then uses this
Telling you about how to do a map sensor. You can also put subtitles in.
information to produce the perfect air/fuel ratio for combustion. In order to burn 1 kilogram of gas, less air coming in, it's going to provide less fuel.
So it stops. I can't remember these. I think it's that. No, I got it wrong.
So they're adding
In order
quiz
to burn
questions.
So I'll go back and it'll check for me. Well, let's move on.
They're adding quiz questions to a YouTube video then even.
Yeah, right. So YouTube or Vimeo.
Which then leads to no combustion.
There's
which
some
is
other-
why the
There's some other ones too. I can't
energy
remember.
costs.
I'm just
So
gonna go
you
through.
can use a YouTube video that you find
There's
on the internet
typically
and you
from
don't have to make
100
your own.
No, you can use a YouTube video and then layer this over the top of it and do quiz questions. And then as you do the questions, if they get the question wrong, like I set here, if they get it wrong, it takes them back,
Sensors typically from
So that they can-
125.
get the information again. I'm not sure if I scored this.
That's so sinister. I like it.
If you guys enjoy video,
The thing about this tool is you really just kind of have to just keep trying it. But today I cannot get that grade book to link, and I'm telling you, it's not that difficult. It's really simple. Once you build your interactive and you've tested it a few times, if we load it in, and certainly, I'd be available to help anybody that's working on this. You load it in, we'll test it out and we'll get it so that it works in the grade book, but it works.
David, I think you have to set in your settings in the H5P. Because I was just looking at mine and I went to my settings in H5P, and under there, that's where it says behavioral settings.
Oh, right, maybe that's right. Maybe we didn't do that.
Yeah, and you got to do the full screen, show score points, show title. And then, yeah, and I think once you set all that and save it and publish it, it works.
Could be, there's a setting, yeah, that I must have missed today. This one should work though. I don't know why? Let's see, here, let's go back. So this one, you're saying LTI settings, so it should be in here. Last attempt. Folder, display.
Go to behavioral settings. Up above. Yep, too far. Down. Underneath add range, yeah.
There's those little characters, retry,
Yeah,
show.
and then, yeah. and Looks like you have those marked.
Show. Yeah, we could try this one. What's this one called? Mark the correct word. Save. But anyhow, you can have them give multiple attempts. So anyhow, back to my course, right? Course. Yeah, I just don't, for some reason, they're not showing up as, they're in the assignments. Maybe the assignments are flaked. So map sensor was worth 30 points. Let's take a look and see. Oh, leave student view. I'm being blocked here by my screen. And the kind of the cool thing is too, is if you wanted to edit these, you can actually edit these right here in Canvas, just like you're editing them on the H5P site. So you don't have to continue to go back and forth. So an interactive video. Track. Deanna, you think it's under behavioral settings. So you can autoplay the video, loop it, override, start at a bookmark, deactivate sounds. LTI settings, first attempts. So that'd be one time only. And then what was this assignment? Let's see how much we gave this assignment. Unlimited, so we allowed unlimited attempts. Let's do limit one attempt. Save. Are there any other questions while I go through this, kind of fumble through this? Did you want to see more interactives? I think there's over 40 different interactives that they have now.
David, how long does it take if I were to email Chuck and say that I would like an account? How long does that usually take?
Maybe a day at the most. He checks his email
Okay.
pretty regularly. And I think we have 2 or 3 accounts left. The other interesting thing about how this works is if you don't use your interactives, you don't lose them in our side of things, but your account goes to sleep. Right? So if you don't load them into like a course and kids aren't using them regularly, the interactives just go to sleep. And so we have to basically reinitiate you. And I think it's after 9 months, 10 months. So again, you don't lose anything. All your stuff's loaded in, it's loaded into your courses. It's just it won't grade for the students. So sometimes in the past, when I've worked at other schools, people will go, my students went in and they tried my H5P and it wouldn't grade. And it's basically just because that account that it was developed under went to sleep. And what's nice about sleeping those accounts is it lets somebody else develop. So we can, with 10 accounts, we could have virtually, 100 people working on things. So let's get to the end here. Let's just go all the way to the end and see if I can. You have not answered any of the questions. Okay. Okay, here we go. There's one. Check that one. Continue.
The location of the map set.
I got that one right, guys. Nobody cheered for me on that. Oh man, I'm doing really good.
The third symptom, you'll black smoke.
This is pretty good from memory. So you can do hotspots where you put a hotspot on here. I think it's this one. No, this one. Yeah. Continue.
If you guys enjoy videos like this, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.
So here's my feedback. Submit answers. That's what we didn't do in this one. So now that should be in the grade book. I go to my grades. And I look under as an interactive video map sensor. No, it doesn't have it in there. Darn it. But that's how it would work for the students. Sorry, I can't. Maybe I have to reset. Like I said, anybody want to see other interactives, or do you feel comfortable just going out and looking on your own at what's out there and, maybe playing with some of this? So to play with it, you go to the h5p.org site, and you can also set up an account there and store your non-scoring interactives there. And then when you're ready to bring them over to our site, that scores, we just go in and we hit that reuse button down here at the bottom. Try it one more time, folks.
Their solar system simplified game map is pretty
The location of the map center.
awesome.
They've got, what's really nice is if you teach like a foreign language, they've got some, flashcards where you can have the audio. So the correct pronunciation, things like
Sensors
that.
typically from a
So I got it wrong and went back. Let's see here. Question 8, that was the big one.
If you guys enjoy videos like,
I'll show you one more.
I hope
after
you guys
this.
are all doing amazing.
I gotta let it run all the way to the end. Okay, submit answers. You got 67 correct. Nope. Do it. I'll show you one more. Let's see if I can show you one more. So Kim Whiteside did a really nice job on one of hers where she did a presentation. Here's one that we've done for Gary Sparks. It's not completed yet, but it's a presentation. I think this is what it is. No, back. It's this one, 3 modules. So very similar. It's just an open presentation. Students are going to eventually have to do this presentation. So it's on cybersecurity. We put in a video.
People go fishing to catch fish. They put bait on a hook and try to get a fish to bite. Smart fish know to be cautious. They check it out first. It might be food, but
I won't torture you with the whole video, but at the end of this segment here, then it goes on to the next portion. And the students just click the slide, and then it brings up this quiz. And students have to do this quiz. And they just keep going through and answering, right? And it's long. But what we've done is we were able to string 3 different three videos together, present them as a module. I hit false. Retread's too true. Okay, check. And we just keep going basically. And at the end of it, they're supposed to get 90%, or else they have to, go back and remediate. And it shows at the end their incorrect answers. But again, I won't take you through the whole thing, but the summary tells you what you got wrong and what you got right and what your score is, and you can go back and retry. And that's available in some of the modules that you develop. You can do that. You can do the unlimited retries, or give the students the breakdown of what they finished and what they haven't. What Gary's trying to do is he's trying to make that cybersecurity thing institution wide for all students, having to understand the potential risks of sharing passwords or phishing emails, things like that. So that's just something that we're working on and developing with him at the present time. Other questions? Should we go back and look at some more examples? Some of the other ones that they have here. I haven't tried. They have some gaming ones now, some new gaming ones where and polling. So if you're into doing polls with your students during the class, there might be some other tools that are better suited for that. But if you like developing with this, so here's the interactive video, the short paragraphs, of course, multiple choice, flashcards are in here somewhere. Multiple hotspots. So if you have an image and you do want to do multiple hotspots on that image, like identify body parts or, you know, anatomy, that kind of, I'm just kind of thinking off the top of my head. Flashcards are nice, like I said, if you're teaching like a language or if you've got terminologies that you want students to be familiar with. So line, let's see, this could be, if that's a line, you could ask them what that was in Spanish, you know, how to spell it. Cherry. And you can actually, in some of the flashcards, you can put videos and audio files so they can click on it and hear what it is and have to spell it. So it's, I mean, it's very, very intuitive. I think you guys have seen sort of, you know, the development side of things if you want to reuse it. You can embed this, like I said, into your course. You can, as just a practice. So it gives you the embed source code and you can just drop that into your course, even if you don't want it scored. So again, it's a very robust tool. Takes a little bit of time. You have to sit down and work with it. I think Deanna would agree with that. But it doesn't require any programming, right? And I think that's the thing that scares people the most is I want to develop some cool things, but I don't know how to program them. The other thing is once you develop one that works really well, you can just replicate them and put in new choices or new words or new pictures or new videos or whatever, and the functionality also, you know, would stay the same. So it gives you that opportunity too, to, you know, once you've put in a lot of diligent work on one module, to be able to replicate pretty quickly other modules that would work in the same manner. But again, sorry I wasn't able to show you the live score in the grade book, but trust me, it works. We wouldn't have it if it didn't. Other questions? Comments? Well, thanks for joining us. Thanks for coming. Hopefully this was somewhat exciting and intuitive.
Yeah, I think I tried to do the H5P at some point before, just testing it out, and I didn't know about that paid version in order to get it into Canvas. So I had kind of walked away from it a long time ago. So
Yeah,
this is nice.
I kind of remember you working on it before when we presented on it before. Yeah, good. Well, we're always available, so if you want to play with it, let me know. Let Chuck know if you want an account. He can get you set up with an account and be happy to help you with whatever you want to endeavor.